thought I'd do a video on Ethereum as well. Over the weekend we saw a bit of a bounce. Ultimately now, what's the day? Tuesday, 21st of October. We're retracing that weekend bounce instantly. So just flipping over to the weekly here. Oh, that's the monthly. The weekly here. You can see we've got ETH's all-time high. We tested that all-time high, and then we've got another. We have another kind of smaller range high here. Now, this was kind of the area that I would have liked to see us hold to maintain a bit of a bullish structure. Now, for me, this is broken down and we've closed the weekly below. This is looking more like a deviation. So, under 4.1k, we're looking for lows to get swept before we can get bullish again. We have a significant weekly fair value gap down here, with it kind of bottoming along this range low at 2.8k. So any fill within this zone here would be a great time to go long for me. So just kind of, if we hone in on the daily here and we look at this range that I've marked out. So I've marked out a kind of mini range within the greater breakdown. We have the range low, which was the nuke, and we have the range high, which we've put in here. If we look at my kind of classic setup that I like, I think we trend a bit lower here and we ultimately take a bit of a sweep down. This sweep down here would fill this weekly fair value gap, or a large portion of it, which would be a great time to enter. If we then reclaim this equal low here and also this range low here, we could probably say that we get to mid-range at 3.8, and then I'd be looking for us to come down and take that 3 tap of demand before then breaking back above 4.1 and then going on to break all-time highs. So I don't quite think ETH is done yet. Pairing that with Bitcoin, where I think it's possible that we get 90k, then we get 120k or 118k again. That's where we see alts, Litecoin, ETH start to outperform, which would be the final leg. So realistically, with ETH, I'm looking for a few lows, a few untapped lows to get swept, and for this fair value gap zone here to get filled before I start to think that there's going to be any sustained upside momentum. We need to take these lows out. So that's what I'm looking for in ETH. Longer term, I'm relatively bullish on ETH outperformance and some other major alt outperformances, but I don't think it's going to be before we take out some of these lows and this huge gap that you can see on the daily here before we see some outperformance. So don't rush into the market right now. Give it some time, let the price come to you, and only enter when you feel like you've got an edge. That being said, sitting on my hands with ETH, possibly even a short setup, but it's not really worth it at this stage. I would just wait for opportunities to long and then take those opportunities when they come. So this is around 3k. 3k would be a great time to long ETH, in my opinion, if we get that tap. And then we can kind of hope and pray that we get some sustained momentum for the upside. Hope that helps. Like, comment, subscribe.